Right. Thank you.
All right.
Gives you an awkward bow and an easy look. It's clear he'd rather not have anything more to do with you. Just passing by. Right. We need to talk to people, don't we? Preferably people who have a named persuasion. Let's talk to Splinter. How can you help me? Other questions? Yeah. Tell me about the festival. Right. The Civic Festival is one of the largest buildings in Sigil, which is the proper name. I should probably actually be using that. Fitting is it's home to the Society of Sensation, the city's largest faction. It holds the sensoriums, lecture halls, training chambers, and such for visitors and members of the society alike. Well, tell me about these training chambers. There are 3, one for warriors, one for thieves, and one for practitioners of magic. If you would find them, pass through the middle door on the eastern wall, and the door beyond that as well. You will be at the corner of a hallway. Along the one that goes east, there are 3 doors along the southern wall. Each door leads to one of the training chambers. That's helpful. That's what I'm looking for. Question. Okay. Is there anyone here who might know about Revel Puzzle Lab? Splinter closes his eyes and thinks briefly. We would recommend that you speak to a wizard by the name of Quell about Revel. Quell is always somewhere in the festival, most often in the private sensorium. How did I get there? Must be a member. Might I become a sensei then? In order to join the Society of Sensation, one must be willing and prepared to share their own experiences. 5 are required, 1 from each of the senses. Alternatively, one may contribute a single experience that has strong elements from all 5 senses. These must either be new sensations or improvements upon our current stock. Should we find them acceptable, they will be placed into our sensory stones anew. Having become a sensei will be taught the sensory touch. It will allow you to draw others' wounds onto yourself, healing them by accepting their suffering. Okay, I'll become a sensei. First, what smell? Or experience involving it would you offer us? Actually, I'd like to contribute 1 experience that involves all 5 senses. I woke up, not knowing where I was, on a cold, blood-slicked iron slab in the bowels of the mortuary, a place where only the dustmen or the corpses in their care have seen. Go on. My entire body reeked of embalming fluid, but even the smell of that was not enough to match the coppery scent of gore around me. Dozens of bodies lie on countless bloody slabs like the one I rose from, all in the process of being gutted, flayed and the like by nightmarish clockwork devices for reasons unknown. The only sounds were the squeals of laboured metal and the unsteady tread of undead workers as they pushed the slabs about the mortuary on rusted iron tracks. He nods. A disturbing experience. And they even left out the part about the chattering skull that flew at me as soon as I was upright. Will it suffice, Splinter? Yes. We shall go to an empty stone now to record your experience. You will then be granted access to those privileges allowed only to members of the Society of Sensation, as well as taught the sensory touch. Accompanied to record your experience and learn the sensory touch. You return to the Civic Festival's foyer with Splinter. We welcome you into the Society of Sensation, Traveller. May further journeys and experience pave your way to the great truths of the multiverse. I have a question. Yeah, okay. Revel Puzzle well. Show me to the private sensorium. Oh yeah. Do I know who's that? Is that a new spell thing? Ooh, I have another level 2 thing. Wizard. Oh, this is on the wizard, is it? Cause the wizard form to shift and blur. Causes all incoming attacks to be made at -3 penalty and grants the wizard +1. Bonus strength to someone. Fortune, chance, kismet. Gives 2 to 8 point bonus to the target's luck. Alright. The bonus increases the chance for success in various efforts such as attacking, thieving, seal saving throws. I think we'll take the Axe of Torment. Grab that. Another spell. So I'm assuming. Oh, I now have level 4, but I don't have any level 4 spells. So I need to find a wizard who can teach me. Is that Sensory Touch is a new special ability? Okay. we are looking for... Wow. This sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." Again, sensation. As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing. Its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much you close your eyes to shut it out. Close your eyes, submerged experience. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensations being bled from them. Tired. So tired. You can try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You're sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and... herbs? Why are you here? You came here to... what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic begin to well up within you. Okay, I think we'll try and work through these, because they might provide us some aspects of our character. Try and get the bearings. Ah, awake now, are you? A questioning all are done? The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman, but you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes... What's wrong with your eye? Oh, they've been ripped out. Now, see me, you did. I spoke, you did, and poorly. So the price have you paid? The crone sounds amused, then the tone drops sharply. No more of your questions, now you will listen. And you will remember my words, for reminding me you shall live. She hisses. Nod if you hear me, or another bit shall I take. Nod. Remember me, traveller. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who has a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he'll know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I. The woman pauses, then hisses again. Nod if you hear me, ragged thing. Nod. Ah, pretty, polite to a listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man to speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain. The crone's voice trails off as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there's only a sick, gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you? And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel! Ravel, it is I.
Updated my journal.
There is silence. Ravel? Ah, my precious man. There's a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely, you can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut, upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone, your legs have been hacked off at the knees, yet you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. Look up. As you look up through your bloody blurred vision, you see a horrid bluish-grey face grinning with yellow tusks. Ravel is pleased. A wondering I was if this messenger would make it, for weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate. She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball, the right one. Yet to the festival he returned, it seems, and our time too together as he shared. And now you have come. Success. Ravel, I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head with your blurred vision, seeing three images at once. Her greyish hair is like brambles, drifting down her shoulders. No. Only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guess questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong. You must find me, my precious man. But how? I do not know.
Updated my journal.
I am beyond knowing in a lady's place. Now shh, and listen to Ravel. For there is much you must do. To find me, 3 things must you do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key. The door? The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. but in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you'll find the door that takes one to me. And what of the key? To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festive hall, many, yet only one there who knows the knowing of what the key is you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall I spill forth. So that might be, actually that might be, oh, I've already forgotten his name. The curse bloke. Was it Jumble, was it? When you say unlock the key, what do you mean? And knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing it and unlocking it, two tasks that must be joined, for at times a thing knows not its nature, but you're no stranger to that. Ravel cackles, a long hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Ravel, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience? Of stones and experiences and telling will Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now. She speaks soothingly. Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this. Well, farewell. Return, I will give what help I can. Ravel gives a final smile, a horrible yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing. But in the end, only the one question remains. What do you mean, Ravel? Only one question. This I ask. Ravel's eyes blaze like fires, the red light turning her face blood red. What can change the nature of a man? At the question you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. Let the experience go. Your vision clears until you're standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Try and shake off the experience and leave. Well, it's given us a bit of insight. Ah, Mr. Quell. Mr. Quell. The older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there is a crack, as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, and then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-coloured ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. I said greetings. The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savours the flavour of whatever he's put into his mouth. I've got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly which begins to buzz around the chamber. Minerosian candies be damned! He cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls at you. What? What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? He pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering. The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet clip. He stares at you sadly. I'm sorry about your candy, your sweets. It was so tasty, too, he mules. He suddenly looks upon snarling. Sorry? As you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashers like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Proper place, proper place. No, I'm not going to eat it. Calm down, I need to ask you some questions. I cannot, you yeasty beef-witted pignut. His eyes bulge out, he jabs his finger at you. Now off with you! Off with you! You do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute. A gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone. I'll look around the wall for something.
Updated my journal.
Okay, they're all mad. Yes. Let's have a look. The base of this aquatic bluestone has been sculpted so it appears to have melted into the pedestal it rests upon. A stream of perfect azure tears drip down the sides, framing the inscription beneath the pedestal, longing. As you place your hand upon the stone, its surface ripples beneath your touch. A chill washes over your arms, like plunging your hands into a mountain stream. Close eyes, submerged into the experience. As you close your eyes, you blink and reopen them. Your eyes are brimming with tears, and you are overcome with a terrible sensation of drowning. As the sensation rolls through you, there is a stirring in your breast, a hunger, poisonous like a serpent, biting into your heart, until you feel as if your breast will explode. You want desperately to steady yourself, focus, but all that comes to your eye is tears. Wipe away the tears. You raise your hand to wipe away your tears. Your hands are soft, delicate, woman's hands. They brush the stray tears from your cheek, and you cup them in your hands, each of the tears like jewels shimmering in the lights. Examine the lights. The lights are cast by candle globes that drift through your sanctuary. You have come to this place to gather your thoughts, to reflect on the past with an eye toward the future, to cleanse the mind before the coming journey, yet you cannot concentrate. Your thoughts remain in the present, trapped there by the terrible feeling that writhes in your breast. What did he mean? Close your eyes and sigh. You close your eyes, but his words echo in your mind 100, 1,000 times. Will he ever return? The sound is a whisper, an echo. Only you. Only you. Yet you hesitated at the brink of time's door, and you must have thought you were afraid to go. But you were not. You were afraid to stay, and the fear, the serpent writhes in your breast again, its fangs biting into your heart, filling it to bursting with its poison. The tears come again, running down your cheeks, streams, his words echoing. Only you. Only you. Your eyes snap open. It is his voice. You whirl and you gasp. He stands, powerful in the shadows, and he strides into the light of the drifting, candled globes, and you feel the serpent writhing and dying. He returned, his face stern, but somewhere in those features you can almost see his pleasure at seeing you. After all, he returned for you. Only you can help me, Dianora, but it was wrong for me to ask you for your help. You speak, Dianora, yet it is you, grey-skinned like a statue, striding from the light. Are you that scarred? Your body looks like it has been bathed in knife blades, the wounds, the tattoos, horrible, yet you see through Dianora's eyes, and she sees you. How can she see you in such a way? She puts a cloak over your features. She sees you in such light, such terrible longing, light, for she... How can she feel such? Try to refocus, brace yourself. You feel your vision tearing, doubling until you are that man striding from the light. It is you, but not you. You feel yourself being torn. It is Dianora's experience, but at the same time it is also yours, and you... I ask too much of you to accompany me, Dianora. I have no right to place you in such danger for my sake. It is your words, but they are a surgeon's words, chosen with cold skill, without a trace of emotion. With every word you feel yourself sneering inside, knowing what the stricken girl will see next through her longing-stained eyes. And who? Are you that person? That man twisting her with your words? Not knowing how powerful they are to her? Like bolts from a ballista, piercing her breast, Yet she sees only relief at your return. How can she feel and not know you mean to...